Hey friends, today's story is Grumpy Duck by Joyce Dunbar and Peter Horacek. We read this one in our morning meeting recently, but I thought it would be nice for you to revisit it again and again. Blech. Sometimes my words don't come out right. Duck was feeling grumpy. The pond was dry, so she couldn't paddle in it. She had no one to play with. A little gray cloud appeared over her head. She waddled over to Dog, who was digging a hole. "I've got no one to play with," she said to Dog. "You can play with me," said Dog, "if you like digging holes." "I don't," grumped Duck. "Digging holes would make my feathers dirty." Uh-oh, Dog sighed. The little gray cloud got bigger. Can you see it? Pig was rolling in the mud. "I've got no one to play with," Duck said to Pig. "Come and play with me," said Pig, "in my gloopy puddle." "No thanks," grumped Duck. "Ducks like water, not gloop." "Oink," honked Pig. The little gray cloud got even bigger. Rooster was cock-a-doodle-doodling. Cock-a-doodling, that's how you say that. "I've got no one to play with," said Duck. "You can play with me if you like," said Rooster. "We could sing a cock-a-doodle chorus." "I don't do cock-a-doodling," grumped Duck. "Squawk," said Rooster. The little gray cloud got bigger still. Rabbit was hopping around. "I've got no one to play with," said Duck. "Come and hop with me," said Rabbit. "We can see who can hop the highest." "You can, silly," grumped Duck. "I'm not silly," said Rabbit. The little gray cloud wasn't little anymore. It was big. Can you see it? Have you been noticing how it's been growing up there? Sometimes I feel like there's a big dark cloud over my head. Tortoise was dozing in his shell. Can you be a sleepy tortoise? "I've got no one to play with," said Duck, tapping his shell with her beak. "You can doze with me," said Tortoise. "It's very peaceful." "Boring, more like," grumped Duck. Tutted Tortoise. Now, the gray cloud was huge. "Cheer up, Duck," said Goat, who was busy eating the washing on the line. "I've got no one to play with," said Duck. "Share a snack with me," said Goat. "Here's a tasty t-shirt." "Ducks don't eat clothes," grumped Duck. "And neither should goats. You'll get a stomach ache." "Oh, will I?" grumbled Goat. Now, the great gray cloud was ginormous. It was a great gray blob hanging low overhead, so now all the animals were grumpy. Uh-oh. Then, something strange began to happen. The great gray cloud turned blue and purple and yellow until it was black. Show a close-up. See how it's changing colors? Sitting beneath this ginormous black cloud were a dog who had stopped wagging his tail, a pig whose ears were droopy, a rooster who was no longer cock-a-doodling, a rabbit who had lost his hop, a tortoise who had decided to stay in his shell forever and ever, a goat who scowled at the big black cloud, and a duck who was still grumpy. What sort of cloud was it? Was it a gloom cloud or a mood cloud? Could it be? Was it a grumpy duck cloud? Would it blot out the sun forever? Could it burst? Yes. Suddenly, there were splat, plop, clip, clatter, clap, clap, dribble. Millions of big, shiny, wet, splashy raindrops. Duck spread her wings wide open. She splished and she splashed and she splashed. Duck wasn't grumpy anymore. "I'm waddling in the rain, quack, quack," she sang. One by one they all joined in. I'm plopping in the rain, oink oink. I'm barking in the rain, woof woof. I'm cock-a-doodle-doodling in the rain. I'm hopping so high, hip hop. I'm drinking up the rain, slurp slurp. What a glorious feeling, bleated Goat. We're happy again, just waddling and paddling by the pond, they all sang together. And where was the black cloud? Gone. In its place was a bright and shining rainbow. Just like the rainbow stones that we've been planting around town. The end. I really like that story because I can relate to it. Sometimes I feel like a grumpy duck. And I especially liked how they danced and sang in the rain. And then they started to feel better and a rainbow came out even. I hope you liked that story too. Until next time.